You've been working together for many years, trust has been high, performance has been good, and yet you have to cut this position, and you're the one who has to communicate this. It's probably one of the hardest conversations to have. So let's get into it. I'm Dawn, and this is Have That Talk. Now let's talk about the conversations. I call them last mile conversations, where decisions have been made at board level that ripple through the whole organization. This could be anything from mergers or acquisitions, restructuring, external market pressures, or internal initiatives for more efficiency. And the result is that people have to be let go. So how do you start this conversation with this trusted employee who's been of such value to the team and has made such immense contributions to your success? But you have to tell them that their job no longer exists. Now, as uncomfortable as it feels for you to be the messenger of such bad news, remember that it's not about you. You're not the one who needs to feel comfortable. Your role is to be clear in the message, but also warm and empathetic in the delivery. And this starts even before you send the meeting invite. It starts with your own inner stance. You want to be clear and kind. You also don't want to make any promises or guarantees. You want to hold the space when things get emotional. You also need to stay calm and listen, because there will be pushback. There will be emotions. This is upsetting for the person hearing this news. So that's the frame of mind. And then you bring that into your email. Now, in some cases, you may have received a pre-drafted template from the comms or the HR team. But if not, just keep things simple. The announcement has already been made. People already know that something is coming down the line. So there's no way that your email or your meeting invite will be seen out of context of that bigger announcement. There's no need to try and hide what this meeting is about. In this case, the kindness is being clear. For instance, post-announcement debrief and next steps, or simply post-announcement debrief. And then in the body of the invite, you just write that this is one of the conversations that you're having with everyone in the team to discuss the announcement in the context of your team. And that's it. When they receive this email, of course they'll be thinking all sorts of things, but expect that. It's normal. Then when you go into the meeting, get to the point. Lead with the news, not with the context. All the background news about the announcement is already out in the open, has already been communicated. You don't need to rehash that. The conversation in this moment is what is the impact on the team and what is the impact on the individual. As you know from the recent announcement, the company is going through some changes, and I want to talk to you about how this is going to affect us all. And then you can continue with the actual piece, the bad news that you need to deliver. This means that your role is being eliminated, and I want to talk to you about the process. And then you go through the details that you've received from HR, what the notice period is, whether there's a severance package, how long the person needs to work, or whether they need to leave the building immediately, or any other details about equipment or security details that need to be communicated. So as I've said in earlier videos, think of this conversation as being on a single track. You have a job to do, you have a message to communicate. And because of the nature of the situation, the conversation will be pulled in different directions due to the person that you have in front of you, due to your own state of mind, and due to the bigger context within the organization. But just think of this track as, how can I communicate this message as clearly, as kindly, as empathetically as possible, while respecting the person and also honoring the working relationship that has been built over the years. You don't have to try and make it painless, because being told that you're losing your job is a painful thing to hear. But what you can do is create an environment where this message lands in a respectful way. So be prepared with the facts and the details. Be prepared on the inside, and be prepared to respect and honor the person that you are speaking to when you have that talk. Okay? I'll see you next time.